Assalamualaikum students, welcome to your mathematics class. We are covering chapter number 1. Today I'll tell you about the exercise 1.4. We will solve first 4 parts of it. First of all, you have to know what radical equation is, because in exercise 1.4 we are going to deal with the radical equations. So the definition of radical equation is an equation involving expression under the radical sign is called radical equation. ऐसी एक्सप्रेशन जिसमें रेडिकल साइन यूज होता है उसे हम रेडिकल इक्वेशन कहते हैं. व्हाट दैट रेडिकल साइन इज? द साइन ऑफ अंडर रूट. रूट के साइन को हम रेडिकल साइन कहते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, here is an equation 2x plus b equals to under root 7x plus 16. So in one side of the equation we have used the radical sign, which means it's a radical equation. We will be dealing with 3 types of radical equations in this exercise, and those 3 types are: the first type is where we will be having just one root, like the equation I have given in the example. The second type is we will be dealing with 3 roots, and the third type is we will be dealing with the 2 roots, but we would be having square terms inside the roots, and the first 2 terms inside each root would be equal to each other or would be same. One thing that you have to remember here is we won't write the answer in the solution set. We will first look for the extraneous roots. Previously आपने देखा कि जब भी क्वेश्चन को हम सॉल्व करते हैं we simply write the answer in the form of a solution set, but here we won't write the answer in the solution set until or unless we check for it. We first have to go for checking. After checking if the results are equal to each other, then we will write that answer in solution set. If the results are not equal to each other, we will say that this is extraneous roots. Extraneous simply means irrelevant. Matlab the value we are dealing with is irrelevant to the question we have been given with. Question number 1 is solve the following equations. This is the question of the whole exercise. Solve the following equation. As previously I told you, whenever you are going to solve the equation, it means you have to find the answer of the variable given. Question number 1 is 2x plus 5 equals to under root 7x plus 16. As you can see, we are dealing with one root here. It means we are dealing with the first type of the radical equation. In all the 4 questions, we will be dealing with the first type of radical equations. Uske baad, in the next lecture, I would tell you about the second type, and in the third lecture, we will be solving the equations that involve third type of radical equations. Here you can see that we have a radical sign or a root sign at one side to the right side, and we have 2x plus 5 to the left side. 2x can't be added with 5, same 7x can't be added with 16. We cannot do anything until or unless that root sign is removed. So how can we remove the square root? We have to take the square of both sides. So taking square of both sides, we will get 2x plus 5 whole square equals to under root 7x plus 6 whole square. This square will get cancelled with the root, but this side, the left side of the equation, 2x plus 5 whole square, we have to open it with the formula. Applying the formula, a plus b whole square equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. The first digit 2x is a here, and the second digit 5 is b. So applying this formula, we will write the right side of the equation. A square means the square of 2x, which would be 4x square, plus 2ab means 2 going to multiply with 2x and 5, the answer would be 20x, and b square means taking the square of 5, which would be 25. Root and square will get cancelled with each other, and we will have 7x plus 16. As you know, we are dealing with quadratic equations, so quadratic equations must be equal to 0, so we will take all our terms to the left side of the equation, and the equation will become equal to 0. This plus sign and plus 16 plus 7x and plus 16 will become minus 7x and minus 16. Adding and subtracting the like terms, we will get 4x square plus 13x plus 9 equals to 0. we are having with three digits. They can't be added or subtracted. They are unlike terms. There is no common digit, which means we are going to apply the method of midterm break. 4 9 times 36, and we have to get 13 after addition. So the same goes, 4 plus 9 is 13 and 4 into 9 is 36. Opening the brackets, we will get the four terms now. We will take common from the first two and third and fourth term. We will get 4x into x plus 1 plus 9 into x plus 1. The brackets are same, which means our midterm break method was correct. Writing the brackets once and the digits, which are 4x plus 9, outside the bracket, we will write it in a separate bracket. Now we will split those two brackets and both the brackets will become equal to 0. X plus 1 equals to 0 and 4x plus 9 equals to 0. Taking the answer of x, we will get plus 1 to the other side is minus 1, and plus 9 to the other side is minus 9, and as 4 is multiplying with x, so it will divide to the other side. Now we have two answers of x, but we cannot write these answers in the form of a solution set, because as I told you earlier, whenever the roots or the radicals are involved, we have to look for the extraneous solutions, the solutions that are irrelevant to the questions. The checking step is simply to put our values one by one in the given equation. If by putting one value, the equation is equal to each other, that means that the given value is the correct value and we will write it in the solution set. If we don't get the two sides equal, that is, the two sides are unequal to each other, the solution set won't be having that value. That value is actually the extraneous root. So we had two values, minus 1 and minus 9 by 4. First of all, taking the value x is equals to minus 1, we had that equation. We will put minus 1 instead of x in the whole equation. Multiplying 2 with minus 1, we will get minus 2 plus 5 equals to 7 into minus 1 is minus 7 plus 16. Adding and subtracting the like terms, minus 2 plus 5 will be plus 3 and minus 7 plus 16 will be plus 9. Taking the root of 9, we will get 3. So 3 is equals to 3. We are having the two sides equal to each other, which means minus 1 is actually the answer of our given equation. So this would be written in the form of a solution set. Keep one thing in mind, while doing the checking step, we won't be taking the values to the left or right of the equation. जहाँ जो वैल्यू लिखी होती है हमें वो वैल्यू वहाँ ही रखनी है, हमें राइट और लेफ्ट मूव नहीं करवाना. Now taking the other value of the x, that is minus 9 by 4, again taking the same equation, हम equation की कोई भी वैल्यू इक्वल के राइट या लेफ्ट मूव नहीं करवाएंगे. We will put minus 9 by 4 instead of x. 7 into minus 9 by 4 and 2 into minus 9 by 4. 2 and 4 can get cancelled with each other, but 7 and 4 can't. So cancelling 2 and 4, we will get minus 9 by 2. 2 1 times 2 and 2 2 times 4 plus 5 will remain the same, equals to, as 7 and 4 can't be cancelled with each other, so 7 will multiply with 9. So it would be 63 over 4 plus 16. Whenever we have the fraction involving plus or minus signs, we have to take the LCM first. So we can put 16 over 1, and taking the LCM of this side, 16 will get multiplied by 4, so the answer would be 64, and minus 63 will remain the same. Adding or subtracting these terms, 64 minus 63 will be 1, so that will become 1 by 4. Taking the root of 1 is 1 and taking the root of 4 is 2. Again we are having the two sides equal to each other, which means the answer minus 9 by 4 was also correct. So we will write both these answers in the form of a solution set, minus 1 comma minus 9 by 4. Coming to the second part of exercise 1.4, question is under root x plus 3 equals to 3x plus 1. Talking about algebra, I always say the first step is to take common, but here no term is common from 3x minus 1 or from x plus 3. So the next step is to take the square of these two terms, because we have to take all the terms to one side of the equation, but that root sign needs to be treated first. So taking or squaring both the sides, we will get the square of under root x plus 3 and the square of 3x plus 1. Simply we know that this square will get cancelled with the root, so the left side of the equation will become x plus 3. Talking about the right side of the equation, 3x minus 1 whole square. It means a minus b whole square, so we have to apply the formula here. In this equation, a is 3x and b is 1. So applying the formula of a minus b whole square, which is a square minus 2ab plus b square, we will get 9x square minus 6x plus 1. Now I have taken plus x plus 3 to the right side of the equation, and it will become minus x minus 3, and equation will become equal to 0. Adding and subtracting the like terms, 9x square minus 6x minus x will become minus 7x, and plus 1 minus 3 will become minus 2. The next step is to apply the midterm break method. 9 into 2 is 18, and we have to get 7 after addition and subtraction, so the digits will remain the same. 9 minus 2 is 7 and 9 into 2 is 18. Opening the brackets, now we will take common from the first two, 9x square minus 9x, and then we will take common from 2x minus 2. Taking common from 9x square minus 9x, 9x is the common digit, so x minus 1 will remain inside the bracket. Plus 2 is the common digit from third and fourth term, so x minus 1 will remain inside the bracket. Both the brackets are same, it means the method applied is correct. Writing the common brackets, x minus 1 in single bracket and 9x plus 2 in another bracket. Now we will break it. Both will become equals to 0. Taking minus 1 to the right side, the value of x will be 1. And taking plus 2 to the right side, it will become minus 2, and 9 will go to division. Now this is not the answer because we have to look for the extraneous or the irrelevant roots first. So first of all, we will apply the value of x as 1, and then we will apply the value of x as minus 2 by 9 to get the answers. We will apply the checking step by taking x is equals to 1. Our equation was under root x plus 3 equals to 3x minus 1. We will replace x with 1. So it will become under root 1 plus 3 equals to 3 into 1 minus 1. Multiplying 3 with 1, we will get 3 minus 1, and adding 1 plus 3, we will get 4. The root of 4 is 2, and 3 minus 1 is also 2. It means both the sides are equal to each other, so 1 will be written in our solution set. Taking the other value of the x, it was minus 2 by 9. So again, taking the same equation, we will replace all the x with minus 2 by 9. The equation will become minus 2 by 9 plus 3 equals to 3 multiplied by minus 2 by 9 minus 1. 9 and 3 can get cancelled with each other, but to this side, the left side of the equation, we have to take the LCM. Taking the LCM, 3 will be multiplied by 9, so it will become 27. And after addition and subtraction and cancelling with 3 with 9, we will get 25 by 9 equals to minus 2 over 3 minus 1. Again, we will take the LCM of the right side. We will get minus 2 minus 3 by 3, and the root of 25 and 9 is 5 by 3. The answer of our equation is 5 by 3 equals to minus 5 by 3. As the signs are opposite, so the equations are not equal to each other. The digits are not equal to each other. So we will say that our solution set is 1, and minus 2 by 9 is an extraneous root. Why this is an extraneous root? Because the answer after checking are not equal to each other. Third part is 4x is equals to under root 13x plus 14 minus 3. Here you can see that with the radical term, we are having minus 3. That minus 3 is not required here. So we will take that minus 3 to the left side of the equation. The equation will become 4x plus 3 equals to under root 13x plus 14. Always remember, when you have one radical sign involved in the question, take that radical to one side of the equation. No other thing will be placed with it. So under root 13x plus 14 will remain alone to the right side of the equation. Now the next step is same. We will take the square on both sides. Taking the square of both sides, again we will apply the formula to one side, and the other side will get cancelled with the square and root. Applying the formula to 4x plus 3 whole square, we will get 16x square plus 24x plus 9, and cancelling the root with square, we will get 13x plus 14. This 13x plus 14 will go to the left side of the equation and both the signs will be changed to negative. Equation will become equals to 0. Now, after addition and subtraction, we have 16x square plus 11x minus 5 equals to 0. Applying the midterm break method, we will get 16 minus 5 inside the bracket because 16 minus 5 is 11 and 16 into 5 we will get the term 80, which is 16 into 5 is also 80. Multiplying the brackets, we will take common from 16x square plus 16x. The common digit will be 16x and inside the bracket x plus 1 because no digit remains here, so we will place 1. Again minus 5 is common digit as we have taken minus as the common sign. So this plus minus 5 will change to plus 1. Writing the brackets once and the digits outside the bracket in a separate bracket, we will get x plus 1 equals to 0, which means plus 1 to the right side of the equation we will get minus 1. And minus 5 to the right side will become plus 5 and 16 as multiplying with x will be divided with 5 to the right side of the equation. We will check both the answers for extraneous root. So first of all, taking the first answer, we will get the first answer is minus 1. So applying it in the equation, we will get 4 into minus 1 equals to 13 into minus 1 plus 14 minus 3. Multiplying minus 1 with all the digits, we will get minus 4 equals to 13 into minus 1 is minus 13 plus 14 minus 3. Minus 4 equals to under root 1 minus 3. The under root 1 is 1, so subtracting it from 3 we will get minus 4 and minus 2. Both the things are not equal to each other, so minus 1 is the extraneous root, not the original one, so we won't write it in the solution set. Taking the other value of x, which is 5 by 16, again taking the equation that was given in the question. We always take the equation that is given in the question. Applying 5 by 16 instead of x, we will get 4 into 5 by 16 equals to under root 13 into 5 by 16 plus 14 minus 4. Cancelling 4 with 16, we will get 5 by 4. Multiplying 13 with 5, we will get 65 by 16 plus 14 minus 3. We will take the LCM. Inside the radical sign, it will become 65 plus 224. Adding, we will get 289 by 16. Taking the root of 289 by 16, it will be 17 by 4. As there is negative sign between the fractions again, so we have to take LCM once again. Taking the LCM, it will become 17 minus 12, which will be equals to 5 by 4 equals to 5 by 4. Both the sides are equal to each other, so 5 by 16 is the actual answer. So we will write 5 by 16 in the solution set and we will write that minus 1 is the extraneous root. Fourth question of exercise 1.4 is 3x plus 100 is inside the radical sign, minus x is outside it equals to 0. As I told you before, the radical should be placed at one side and all the other things to the other side of the equation. So I'll take minus x with 4, which will become plus x. The equation will become under root 3x plus 100 equals to x plus 4. Squaring both the sides, we will get the square of under root 3x plus 100 and the square of x plus 4. Again, we have to apply the formula to one side and we will use cancel root with the square to the other side. The answer will become 3x plus 100 equals to x square plus 8x plus 16. I have taken 3x plus 100 to the right side of the equation. Plus 3 will become minus 3 and plus 100 will become minus 100. Adding and subtracting the like terms, x square plus 8x and minus 3x will become plus 5x and plus 16 and minus 100 will become minus 84. Breaking the midterm, we will get 12 minus 7 inside the bracket because 12 into 7 is 84 and 12 minus 7 becomes 5. Opening the bracket, taking common from the two digits, we will get the answer as x plus 12 into x minus 7 equals to 0. Splitting the brackets, x plus 12 equals to 0, so the first answer of x is minus 12 and x minus 7 equals to 0, so second answer of x is 7. We have to look for the extraneous root, so we will go for the checking step. In the checking step, we will take first x is equals to minus 12. We will take the equation which was under root 3x plus 100 minus x equals to 4. Replacing all the x with minus 12, we will get 3 into minus 12 plus 100 minus into minus 12 equal to 4. 3 into minus 12 is minus 36 and adding them from 100 is 64. Minus into minus is plus 12 equals to 4. The root of 64 is 8, so 8 plus 12 is 20, not 4. So x equals to minus 12 is not the actual answer of our given equation, so we will say that minus 12 is the extraneous root. Looking for the other answer, taking x is equals to 7, again taking the equation 3 into 7 plus 100 minus 7 equals to 4. 3 into 7 is 21, so 100 plus 21 is 121. Taking the root of 121 is 11. 11 minus 7 is 4. So 4 is equals to 4 here, which means that is the actual answer. We will write 7 inside the solution set and we will write that minus 2 is an extraneous root.